One Piece anime going on a 6-month hiatus.
Yeah, so this
Is big.
is shocking, honestly. I feel like we actually have talked about this before with Gray on in our very early podcast episode, only the audio only. So if you're an OG audio listener, you would probably have heard something similar. But Gray, this is actually one of Gray's biggest wishes, if you will. That Toy would just take a break and actually just do a better job. Since they're essentially caught up. They're caught up. So just give time and just and the best part about this hiatus is that they're actually going back and fixing some of the other arcs,
which I find is very interesting. Yeah. So with One Piece going on a 6-month break, they're going to be redoing Fishman Island, jumping from 58 episodes, making it into 21 episodes.
Correct. Yes.
Which is just crazy to think about, because
isn't that kind of embarrassing to that you're gonna be it's almost embarrassing. Okay, we're One Piece fans.
Yeah.
But the die-hard One Piece fans don't think there's anything wrong with One Piece.
It's true.
But there is.
One Piece.
And I don't think One Piece is good, because One Piece does take out a lot of the OST, and I think the One Piece OST is pretty good. It's just you're really ruining really long, weird pauses in the anime, lots of recaps, lots of backflashes that just don't need to be there. It really does ruin the overall flow of the show. The best way to be introduced and to get through One Piece and actually, in my opinion, enjoy it the most is the manga. I think Matt can
definitely
agree to that. But it is nice to see that they're going to go back. I think there's actually starting this month, the 27th of October, is when they're going to start airing those remastered, the re-edited Fishman episodes. But it is crazy. That's more than half of it.
That's what I'm a little worried about. I feel like
Fishman Island's not that big.
That's what I mean. 56 episodes sounds like a lot to the common person, but when you think of the anime that's over 1,100 episodes, and you're able to take out 25, 26 of that, it makes you question things a little bit.
Yeah, it makes you think that they probably should have done something like this a lot sooner.
Yep.
Or just started switching to maybe 2 seasons. And we'll get deeper into this discussion, but maybe switching to a 12-episode format, maybe doing 2 of those every year.
I think, honestly, their best bet would have just been hey, we got to Wano. We finished Wano. Just take that 6-month break there.
Yeah.
I think that would have been like the manga did. Oda took a good 2-month break after 3 months.
No, I don't think he took that. It was after, I think he had a surgery.
Yeah, but he took time off, basically.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't because of...
No, I know that, but I'm saying, I think the anime should have just, the end of Wano would have been a good place to just
I thought that Wano was also just... I was looking forward to the most, especially the change in art style and animation style. I thought both were a step in the right direction for the anime as a whole. I thought it kind of fit a lot more, and it fit the action scenes a lot better.
Yeah.
I do think there was too many particle effects used, which wasn't pretty common complaint, and Toei they actually did start removing a lot of them throughout the arc, which was cool to see them adapting to what people were thinking of it, because it started turning a little bit too Dragon Ball. And One Piece is not Dragon Ball. If you want that, just go watch Dragon Ball. There's plenty of episodes of that as well.
It's true.
But yeah, so obviously Matt mentioned that the re-edited Fishman Island, that's going to start on the 27th. They're also going to be remastering visuals from Wano, condensing episodes, and it's going to be redubbed in Dolby. So there's a lot of things going on. We'll see if this becomes more of a common occurrence for the series, if they're going to start doing that for a lot of the show overall. It's hard to say. Maybe they're going to play it by ear and be like, how do people like it? Was it worth the effort, etc.? My biggest question is, and obviously we're not really going to get the answer to that, I wonder if they felt any pressure from the remake of the One Piece that's going to be done by Wit Studio. And we all know that basically Wit Studio has almost a cheat code in the sense of, hey, let's just not do the things people didn't like from Toei. And you kind of have a blueprint that way where you're just okay, well, let's do a good job. Let's be, truthful to and try and create something as close to Oda's artwork as possible.
Yep.
And just make sure the pacing is good, which if they do only do 12 to 24 episode seasons, it'll take a while for them to catch up still. But it will be very interesting to see how much fewer episodes the remake ends up being than current One Piece.
I mean, the fact that they're remaking Fishman from 58 to 21.
Yeah, it would give you an idea.
To show you.
And yeah, there is obviously One Piece, which I think there is a decent amount of the One Piece community that are watching that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the diehards are watching One Piece. I mean, and total respect to the people that are choosing to watch One Piece, especially pretty much, I want to say almost, post time skip is when it's already the pacing starts to get, and it just gets progressively worse, obviously. But
which is where Fishman Island is.
Yeah, respect to anyone that is watching that. One Piece, I think a lot of people watch it because they're not caught up.
Yeah. And
maybe a lot of people recommend it as an easier way to catch up. And that could be true. I do think obviously you are going to be missing out on some of the purposefully put dramatic pauses, like we said, the OST, and there is some jank kind of cutoffs in that.
Yeah.
We have both watched the actual anime, so we're sufferers, if you will. I haven't actually watched the full Wano arc, so I basically just watch what I've read that I'm looking forward to.
To see if it was animated
and
well
sometimes,
enough.
honestly, I'm pretty disappointed in the fact that I can't just go to an episode and watch what I wanted to in an episode. It ends up being 4
or 5 episodes,
which is an extreme letdown.
Feels Dragon Ball-y.
Not even, honestly, Dragon Ball. I mean, there is obviously filler screaming, but people meme on the screen, but that only really happens for one de facto moment.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm just honestly very surprised. This is a anime that's been going on for what? 20 plus years of One Piece, and finally they're like, you know what?
We should take a break.
25 years breakdown.
Yeah.
Well, obviously they're not going on break, they're working hard, but they're letting it stop. And that's the right answer.